Who's that skeleton? Nito. Nito is one of my favorite characters in the Dark Souls series. He's pretty much a large skeleton man with little skeletons hanging off of him, and he has a big sword, which means I love him immediately. As we see him in the opening of Dark Souls, he raises his arms, and making things seem to disintegrate in front of him.
Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease.
It's badass. Nito is the first of the dead, and an owner of the Lord's Soul, and the one that delivered the finishing blow on the dragons, and the owner and seer of the Covenant of Death. Gwen and Izalith reshaped the world. Nito remained impartial, staying in his tomb, admitting death to all mortals. Nito was one of the first three to find the Lord's Soul.
And found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead, the witch of Izalith, and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the lord of sunlight, and his faithful knight.
Bringing disparity to the world. This Lord Soul granted him power over death, transforming him into a mass of skeletons and granting him nomadic abilities. The pinwheel did steal some of Nito's power, but that's a whole can of bones that I don't want to open today. Nito became the master of the Grave Lord Servant Covenant, allowing players to become his servant and spread his influence. He essentially is the god of death, ruling over the catacombs and tomb of the giants where he resides. Nito is interested in maintaining the Age of Fire, but his influence is primarily on death and decay. But what we can gather is Nito was most likely a formless primordial being or creature before being granted the Death Soul, which granted him his trademark figure. Reading into his title, First of the Dead, we can gather that he was the first one to ever experience death. One thing I do have to say, his sword is fucking awesome. I mean, look at the thing. It's cool as shit. It's made of bones, and I think it's cool as fuck. Nito rocks a black flowing cloak. It looks like it's almost made from abyss and death itself. Skeletons dangle along his body. He's much larger than a normal human that you'll find. Look at him. He's straight dripped up. My boy Drippy, the drip god, the dripaholic, the drip messiah. I like to think that Malekith's blade in Elden Ring is greatly influenced by Nito himself. In the fight, you see him plunge his sword into the ground and swing his sword, and when he does these attacks, a glowing red-orange blade appears, somewhat like you would find with Malekith's Death Blade. He is also one of the bosses from the original Dark Souls that I would love to see in Elden Ring Night Rain.
Please, no, Chowder.
Pretty please.
What the?
One of the craziest things about Nito is there's not much lore to him. There's more about what he did after the Dark Souls 2, but not about who he was before. There's not much to say. There's not much to read. You can put stuff together and speculate, but I would say go and research him further after this video. Miyazaki stated in a DesignWorks interview, there's a huge number of things while present in the game we make no attempt to explain to the player, and many more that they simply have no way of finding out. And I think I kind of like that. Not knowing, coming up with my own ideas, what he was, who he was, and what he wasn't, is all part of the fun. Was he a normal human faced with a choice, finding the Lord's Soul, and was he simply a creature formed indefinitely for purpose of death? Was he a primordial being? We will never know. So who's that skeleton? His name is Nito, god of death, owner of the Lord's Soul, and one of the coolest skeleton bosses in the world. Now, I'm going to pass it over to Donald J. Hotdog for the tier list.
I think he's S tier. I think Nito is the coolest skeleton in the world. Fuck you, Skeleton VT. The coolest skeleton. He's super cool. He's got a big old sword. I like that about that man. And I think that he's S tier. So we're gonna put him in the S tier. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of Donald J. Hotdog's rankings and Who's That Skeleton. Say goodbye, Skeleton VT. Here we go. Here's the mic.
Goodbye, everybody. But bye?
You're bad at this. First skeleton that does YouTube, you're really bad at this, you know. You're fired. You're fired.
Goodbye, and stay safe. Do stay safe, you hear? All my efforts will have been for naught.
Have a pleasant journey, champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
Do stay safe. You're my apprentice. Don't forget.
Promise to stay safe.
It was so very nice to chat. Goodbye, Quaylag. Do be safe.
And once the night of the hunt ends, we can speak face to face. I shouldn't be thinking this, but I am rather looking forward to it.
Say, friend, don't you dare go hollow.